What's up, gamers, and welcome to another episode of Heroes Charge. So today we're gonna go ahead and do our monthly thing, getting the new hot sale hero, just seeing what he does, just seeing what's going on. Also, I just wanted to give you guys an update that I am still doing stuff in the heroes camp. I got pretty much the furnace, the forge, and the academy to six. The vault looks like it's at five, but I actually have six, working already. So in another 8.5 hours, I'll have that done. And then once I get the vault done, I'm probably going to finish off the marketplace just for the sake of doing it, being a completionist. And then I'll push the training field to 45, thanks to one of the comments that I got that the maximum for training field is level 45. So thanks for letting us know because they're there, I'm not. You know what I mean? So good to have that feedback. Really appreciate that. So, I give you my initial first impressions of Warhol 6. Overall, I'm liking it. Having a little extra space in the furnace to help, build other things is convenient. Making my people stronger in the training field will be convenient when I get there. The forge, I'm okay with it. Like I said, I'm actually getting more of this item right here that you see building right now. I mean, more or less on the sidelines, building multiples of those because that seems to be the items that I have the least of the gold items that are available, I should say. Again, I could do this in the future. It's just that these are so easy to get, and I can usually get this at the same time getting other things that there's no point in like trying to craft it. So I, force things like this that I have to go out of my way for. So there you go. And then of course the academy, probably the thing I'm the most excited about. I'm really happy that I'm able to actually, use these eventually. For example, Beast King level 6 is important for me because I, want to get that guy a little bit better so I can do more damage in Guild Raid. And I'm not sure there's anything else in here I care about as far as, that particular one. Yeah, just that guy. I think in Sunwill's Disgrace, I'm not sure if I care about anybody here. No, I really don't. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of these heroes are decent, but not a fan. As far as pharmacist is concerned, you got a chemist somewhere in here, I believe there he is. So you can, help out his armor, which is important. So there are definitely things that are worth it, I believe. So just keep that in mind when you're, pushing the academy. The idea is to make some of your favorite heroes stronger. And I want to assume that one day they'll have a level 7, especially now that we have difficulties up in certain areas. Don't forget to participate in your boss war because I got my world ranking and my group ranking. So world ranking, I'm gonna let you know. I'm sure I'm sucking because that's just I'm not that great. But there you go. You get some almighty stones, which are very important for just participating really. And then for group ranking, I was number 3 this time, so I got 28 more of that hero, some more of those stamina potions, which actually helps a lot. You got a little bit of meat if need be, and of course 9,000 of those little jewels that I can buy. I'm not even really sure what to buy it on. If you have any suggestions, definitely let me know. But when I go every time I go to redeem, I'm just not sure what to get. I wonder is it worth just getting Sky Guardian pushed faster, or should I just use it on getting like items like Wraith Loricas, Holy Cudgels, or is this really the best way to gain skin fragments? Well, I'd like to get you guys' opinion. What do you think is better of the three? Just get items, get the next hero, or work on your skins? What's the most cost effective? For this area. So that much interested in seeing that. And then of course, the championship is starting. So I signed up already, and you get your rewards just for signing up, which is cool. I really don't mess with the formation, and I'll even let you see it because it's not that big a deal to me. I don't really take it too seriously. It's just something fun that I get extra rewards for. But this is the current team I'm using, and I one thing that kind of bothers me in this is like every time that I sign up, if I forget to come here to the screen, the bonus is always random. I found out it's never like because I like to keep it here because with this it gives you 20% more score if you win. But what happens is I'll end up having like red, blue, and then green, or red, blue, and then red, or something like that. Like it just automatically sets it up a certain way. I kind of wish it would just memorize what you normally use and just keep that as the default instead of me having to go in and constantly change it. I guess it's just a reminder, for us to update our teams. Is this the best team? Oh, of course not. But you know what? It usually gets me enough wins to get me to the elite preliminaries, and as far as I'm concerned, that's good enough for me because I don't plan on ever getting any better than that. So, if this team can get me to elite preliminaries, I'll take it. Um, so I already got my rewards for signing up for that. Just kind of plugging that in. Guild War, I believe, or not Guild War. I'm thinking of Seven Nights right now. Guild Tournament, I believe, is starting as well. So it is time to sign up. So, we're not too sure where we're going to sign up at. So, talk to your local guild and see what we're going to sign up for. And I didn't know we had someone in INC in our guild. That's interesting. Oh, I'll have to respond to that one. That's interesting. Yes, we do sign up for GT. We just haven't done it yet. And we usually don't just sign up right away. I mean, we like to look and see what opponents there are, just in case we find a group that doesn't have as many of the most dominating teams in the world and hope that we can win. We haven't actually gotten to the brackets yet. We've always been one win away. As a matter of fact, I think recently the last match that we had was against INC to get to the brackets. We knew we weren't winning at that point, but it was funny to know that we were all the way up until INC. Yeah, and that usually happens. We usually get to the last round of the preliminaries, if you will, and then lose to whatever top team it happens to be there. It's hard to win, but it's no big deal though. I mean, we still get rewards, so that's what matters. All right, so now let's get to the meat and potatoes of why we're here today. I was honestly just kind of giving y'all some fluff so I can get there, but there's a new hero on the hot sale, Murloc. That's right. So we're gonna see how many it's gonna take for me to get it. All right, so that's one try, two tries, three tries. This is try number four. We've now spent 2,000 gems. Try number five, number six, number seven. Is this worth it? To me, it is because I'm a collector. Number eight. So it took 3,200 gems to get Murloc, at least for me. So, yay, we got Murloc, which is interesting. I mean, every time I see a Murloc, I'm always thinking Hearthstone and all those sounds they make every time you summon one. You guys know what I'm talking about. But cool, we got him. So let's just check him out and just get like a first impression of Murloc. I pretty much have every hero in the game except I think Frost Dragon, I think it's called, is what I don't have. And Doom Mechanic. Hmm. Okay, I didn't know that was even there. I know there's some people I think that do have Dragon, but not me. Alright, so. And I have been pushing to get Cat Lolly up because of the Untitled Crusade. I just haven't added her gems yet. We'll get there one day. But onward to Murloc. Let's see, what exactly does he do? Well, first and foremost, because I don't never really do this, let's get a portrait of him. Let's get a nice big portrait of this guy. Here we go. I'm not sure how it's going to look on the actual big screen, but alright, anyway, let's go to his stats, see what it says as far as introduction. He's a frontline agile hero who has both DPS and survival abilities. I'm okay with that. Having a frontliner who can deal damage and actually survive, that's not bad. I mean, honestly, your frontliner should be able to survive. So, I mean, it only makes sense, right? But it's an agile hero, so you would expect him to survive too, according to what it's saying. But anyway, what does he do? If I can never get it to stop. Rasika jumps between enemies and damages them, after which Rasika gains bonus HP and attack damage according to how many jumps he has done. So I'm guessing this is a cumulative thing, maybe based on other abilities that he has, but So he jumps between the enemies and damages them. Huh. And then gets bonus hit points and attack damage. That's kind of. It seems kind of cool. It seems like it has potential to be brutal once he gets the ultimate. See, Rasika summons a wave of seawater to protect himself and reduces incoming physical damage. After which, it removes control debuffs from Rasika and deals area damage. So basically, he heals himself from whatever status element that is given to him, and stops, protects himself from physical damage as a first ability. It's kind of cool. Next ability is Rasika's Fish Warriors attack enemies and slow them down. So I guess he summons clones, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, it says Fish Warriors attack enemies and slow them down. Okay. So basically, slowing your enemies down is always a good thing. That's part of why I used Shadow Leaf a long time ago. Rashiga's skills increase his own agility. Alright, so more or less what I'm seeing, a frontliner. Ultimate seems to be pretty interesting. Potential to deal some massive damage and then help him deal more damage in the future. Lots of protection, specifically from physical damage. And then, of course, debuffs. He seems like the kind of person that might be weak to mages. So, Sorceress is probably going to push him in. He's not going to be able to do much about her. Except when he, I guess gets rid of the first ailment she does to him. But she's still going to knock him back, and then everybody else is going to be able to more or less group them together and beat him down. I think he has potential in terms of damage dealing, obviously, but he has to survive the mage rush. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. Like, physical people aren't going to do a whole lot to him, it seems, but mages seem to be the way to deal with him. But overall, he seems decent. I'm not like super duper excited about him, but he seems decent. Just to give you guys a heads up, Steel Champion has been really, really dominating in the arena format, I'm noticing. Even in the area that I keep War of the Gods. So definitely, if you have them, push them. I haven't pushed mine yet because I'm too distracted on everybody else. But Steel Champion has been boss lately. Halberd Master seems to be doing things too, and I believe Hercules as well. And then Avenger. Avenger's been doing some stuff too. So definitely want to get him pushed soon. Also, I know I need to work on Werewolf. I've just been kind of avoiding them lately because everybody's using them, so I'm giving everybody else a chance to wear them out. Um, but yeah, these guys, from what I'm seeing, are dominating. So if you guys have them, yeah, feel free to get them at 5 stars. Also, thanks for the feedback on the guild tournament, who to game kind of heroes. Basically, everyone's more or less in agreement. It's pretty much unanimous. Everybody said Tarot Prophet should be the next one that I do. So once I finish Fiend Slayer, I'm going to deal with Tarot Prophet next. He is actually really good. I've seen him a lot in just about every mode. So yeah, I have every intention of doing something with him. And then, so thanks for that. Trying to think of what else I haven't really discussed with you guys lately that I want to get into. But honestly, I'm not really too excited about this month's Hot Sale Hero, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm sure he will be good in his respective mode. He might have potential in Guild Raid. As far as the arena is concerned, I just think he has some obvious weaknesses, so I don't know how strong he's going to be unless you build the right team around him. Um, then again, I am really happy about the Heroes Camp. Some heroes that I've been forgetting to mention, I want to say, off and on. In Arena, one of the newer heroes that you can now get, I believe, was Mechanical Chaser. Yeah, I did mention this a while back. I am still working on getting him. I've actually been forgetting to get him, to be honest, but I am working on him slowly whenever I remember. He's not someone I'm pushing to get, but I'm getting him to 5 stars because I can, and I'm a collector. Again, Cat Lolly still in Crusade. I believe she is the newest of the heroes that you can gain from here. And actually, while I'm in Crusade, we did have some questions among the guild a while back. Thankfully, someone else already answered it, but I'm just going to kind of go over it real quick. So, there's a new thing here that says Vanguard Team. A lot of people have been wondering what that is. So, I'll go ahead and show you guys. So, what we're going to do is we're going to restart a new Crusade. We'll do it on hard mode. And then, so when you're doing a new crusade, if you tap Vanguard Team, basically what it does is it more or less gives you five people that they recommend that you use, or suggestions or whatever. So you might now you don't have to use these suggestions. I'm just doing it just for the sake of doing it. So one, two, three, four, and I'm not sure where the fifth suggestion is. I'm not sure if I'm just supposed to make up one. When I tested this last night, I actually had five suggestions. I honestly had never done it until last night. But while I'm looking, basically what it does is it's kind of like a raid. Well, not raid, but it's kind of like, you know how you're yeah, you hit the raid button to like automatically do X amount of levels. That's pretty much what this is. It more or less does an auto fight for you. You don't have to sit there and go through each level over and over and over. Okay, so it's not going to actually tell me what to do this time, so I'm just going to pick a backline hero that I don't care about. So we're gonna say Mystic, because why not? And see how far they get. It's probably not gonna get very far, but last time, let me see. Oh yeah, it automatically does rate of 10. So I'm guessing it's just what it automatically stops at. I don't know if there's a way to increase that or not. Oh, okay, yeah. So when you do this, I'm trying to see if it changes based on the character you pick, but I guess it doesn't. Okay. So it's gonna be if you pick, you know, five heroes, you basically get a rate of 10. Let me see how much it goes down per slot. Okay, so if you use the recommended heroes, you get two, three. Okay, there we go. I guess it just depends. I don't know. Because when I did this the first time, I'm trying to actually test this while on screen. Okay, so apparently certain ones have a higher value than others. Two, and that has a value of three. This has a value of two, which is weird because when I typed this earlier, it only had a value of one. So I'm not sure what's going on with this. If you guys know, like, if there's like any secrets to this, definitely let me know. Okay, now it went up to 11 when they picked that guy. So it seems to depend on who you pick, how far up it goes. Now, ideally, you don't want to pick people that you would normally use, but if I can get to 11, I will with a hero that I don't care about. Um, which is kind of what I'm going for at this point. Yeah, we'll just pick this team for now, and they'll be at 11. So basically, it'll rate 11 for you, and then boom, you just automatically start collecting. You don't have to worry about, like, oh man, what are their healths going to be at? Basically, those five heroes that you end up picking are automatically used, and boom, you've already done the first 11. So now, if I want to do the next one, already be on 12, and then this will be the team that I have to fight. And the other thing about this too, that the next person didn't mention is whoever you pick next will automatically have full meter. And just to prove it to you guys, I'm going to remove this team because it actually does it random if I'm not mistaken. I will pick five completely different people. So one, let's say two. See, as you can tell, they're already like boosted, which is really cool. I'm actually gonna pick some males here. We'll say three. Because I'm not really too worried about winning or losing here. I think right now we're just more focusing on just showing this off. So let's say I wanted this to be my team right here. They would automatically have full meters, so you can pretty much do whatever you want at this point, which is pretty convenient if you ask me. So now you can go on, fight this team. You know, I have it on like the fastest thing here. We're gonna go ahead and just stop it there because I'm about to lose everybody for no good reason. But you get the point, though. Um, you get to start off at full meter, and then you get to continue from there. And for those of you that are high enough VIP, once you finish this, if you were to restart it and raid, you'd be able to raid everything that you've completed, including what you've done as far as your Vanguard team is concerned. So that's pretty convenient. I actually really, really like this. I should have mentioned this earlier because I mean this is basically like the lazy way to do Crusade, and I really appreciate it because I'll be honest with you, like Crusade takes forever sometimes. So being able to skip like most of Crusade is just fantastic. And from what we've learned here, when you're doing Vanguard teams, the value, I guess, depends on the hero. So you might be able to skip more potentially if I wanted to, but I didn't want to spend all video trying to go back and forth between heroes and check. But there you go. So for Crusade, for those of you who just get sick and tired of having to go through each fight over and over and over, Vanguard team is the way to go. I'm highly endorsing this because honestly, Crusade is where I make the most money. I get millions of gold, each time. Well, part of it too is because I raid afterwards. Like, when I actually complete it, I actually restart it, and then I do. They give you an option to raid, and then I just raid whatever I've completed. Usually, I get stopped anywhere between 13 and 15 because I'm always on hard mode because you just get better rewards. But sometimes, I have a hard time getting past mainly 14. Sometimes I get all 15, but a lot of times I get stopped on 14. So, just depending on, what the matchup is. So, I'll be doing all that off screen, obviously. But I do that to get more gold, and I also do that to obviously get the new hero on the rare occasions that a new hero comes out. Usually, if there's no hero, then I'll just save up enough to get whatever the bottom orange item is. Occasionally, there'll be something I might need at the right time. So, but I'm thinking that there was another hero from somewhere that I was also pushing to get. I'm not too sure from where though. No, I think I got everybody here. But always be on the lookout. Always be on the swivel. To get whatever items you want. Like if you need a corrupted mask, for example, I can just get that right now. So even if there's no hero, it's still worth saving up so that you can get an item that you need, or eventually when they do add a new hero that you need. So I just right now I don't have any heroes that I need at the moment. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Just remember, everybody, boost up that heroes camp, participate in War of the Gods. Definitely take advantage of Crusade being able to skip most of it. That's gonna really, really come in handy. And the new hot cell hero, I'll be honest, it wasn't really worth the 3,200, or was it 3,200 I ended up spending, or like 26, 2,400, something like that. But either way, honestly, I don't think it was worth the gems that I put into it, but I'm a collector, so I don't mind doing it. And so then, we'll see you next week. Take it easy.